A silent storm is sweeping across America's highways. Not a hurricane or a snowstorm. This is the roaring frustration of thousands of truckers who have finally said, enough. What started as a whisper at shipping docks and loading stations has grown into a national rebellion threatening to bring the U.S. economy to a grinding halt. Truckers, long seen as the backbone of American commerce, are facing an unprecedented crisis. Over 50,000 drivers are ready to block the country entirely. They're fed up, tired of empty promises, unsustainable wages, crushing regulations, and being ignored in a trade war they don't understand, but that's hitting them hardest. Since early May, more than 200 trucks have parked right in front of the White House. These men and women have driven thousands of miles from every corner of the nation with a single goal: to be heard. The sight is striking. Trailers, rigs, and refrigerated trucks lined up like a wall of protest. A powerful image of a collapsing sector, silently screaming, if they stop, the country stops with them. The final straw? Donald Trump's tariff policies. The duties imposed on imports from China, Mexico, and Canada have caused a brutal drop in shipping volumes. Just in the last month, freight transportation is down 40%. That means less work, lower income, and an uncertain future for thousands of families who rely on every mile driven. Many of these truckers once supported Trump at the ballot box. Now they feel betrayed. We're bankrupt. This business isn't livable anymore, they say again and again. It's not an exaggeration. Several transport companies have already filed for bankruptcy in recent weeks and are asking the government for relief from economic suffocation. But it's not just about fewer shipments. New regulations have skyrocketed operating costs. The price of new trucks has jumped over $30,000, and spare parts are up 20 to 40%. At the same time, the Trump administration has toughened licensing requirements, hitting thousands of Latino drivers who aren't fluent in English, even though many have been legally working in the U.S. for years. Trump turned his back on us. A lot of us regret voting for him. We feel deceived, says one veteran driver with over 20 years on the road. His voice echoes the anger of a community feeling cornered, displaced, and hanging by a thread. Ports are being hit especially hard. The Port of Los Angeles, the nation's largest, has reported a 60% drop in incoming ships. Long Beach, San Francisco, Miami, and New York face the same bleak outlook. Fewer containers means fewer trips, and that means less income for drivers watching their livelihoods disappear with no clear answers. Atlanta, Houston, and Chicago are also suffering. Freight routes in those areas have seen orders drop by 40%. Companies, unable to retain staff, are laying off workers or slashing daily trips. Where a driver once hauled 10 containers a week, now they barely get 5. There's no room to breathe anymore. We're just surviving, they admit with quiet desperation. The tension is visible at every truck stop, in every roadside conversation. And as the trucks stop, so does the country. Highways are eerily quiet. Over 50% of heavy trucks are either idled or running under severe restrictions. The economic impact is devastating. California alone could lose up to 2 million logistics-related jobs in May, an alarming figure for economists and local leaders alike. The ripple effects hit everyone: dock workers, machine operators, logistics companies, and even retail. The supply chain is breaking down. Shelves are going empty, deliveries are being canceled, and contracts are collapsing. It's already becoming the new normal. In response, the National Truckers Association has made a direct appeal to the White House: immediately suspend tariffs on Mexico, Canada, and China. The longer these tariffs stay, the more our families will suffer, said its president in a tense press briefing. But Trump hasn't just refused. He's doubling down, announcing new tariffs on Chinese-operated vessels, pushing the conflict even further. Tensions are boiling over. Protests have erupted in cities like Miami, Washington, and Los Angeles. Truck convoys are blocking major highways. On social media, the message is clear: If the government doesn't change course, the nation will grind to a halt. The pressure is mounting, and truckers show no sign of backing down. And there's more. Trump's recent move to fire nearly 1 million Latino truckers for not speaking fluent English has only added fuel to the fire. Many of these drivers crossed daily from Mexico to deliver goods to the U.S. They've now been banned. He's cutting us off because we don't speak perfect English. But we're the ones keeping this economy moving. They protest from the border, helpless. The sense of betrayal runs deep. In the last election, over 90% of Latino truckers voted for Trump. Now, many are selling their trucks, leaving the industry, and desperately searching for a future that no longer feels safe or viable. This isn't a business anymore. It's a sentence. "We've gone from essential to invisible," says another trucker, his voice cracking, eyes glossy with emotion. The frustration is raw in every testimony. This isn't just a sectoral protest, it's a cry for help from those who've kept the country running from behind the scenes. It's a mirror of an economy fractured by political decisions that forgot the people most dependent on them. And it's a warning. If the truckers fall, the chain that holds America together breaks. Right now, as you watch this, dozens of trucks are still on their way to Washington. Some are coming from Texas, others from Ohio, and others from the southern border. They carry no cargo, only dignity and hope, and the unshakable resolve to make someone, anyone, finally hear the blaring horn of their despair. Because when the trucks stop, the country stops too. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. See you next time.